To the huge scandal that's engulfing Quebec's Liberal Party, a party with a long and storied history in the province, in power many times over the last 50 years. A criminal investigation has now been launched into the recent leadership race. Allegations that people were paid off to support the man who eventually won, Pablo Rodriguez. And despite mounting pressure, he insists he is staying on as leader. He says he believes he can win the next provincial election, which has to happen by October of next year.
Anyone did anything wrong, they will pay the price. The legal price from the law and also from the party.
Yeah, the several news stories in recent weeks have published concerning Rodriguez and his leadership bid. It's not clear what the investigation will focus on specifically. Rodriguez, of course, is saying that he has no knowledge of what may or may not have been going on, but promises to clean house if anyone is found to be responsible. Let's bring in Daniel Beland, standing by in Montreal, the political analyst and director of the McGill Institute for the Study of Canada. Daniel, good to see you. As always, your take on what this means for Pablo Rodriguez and the Liberals.
Well, it's very bad to say the least. You know, this crisis started on November 18, so more than 3 weeks ago, when Pablo Rodriguez demoted Marois Risky, who was the parliamentary leader of the Liberal Party of Quebec. And since then, we have seen allegations of corruptions, all sorts of things, bad news, basically, in the media. In terms of media coverage for the Liberals over the last 3 weeks. So right now, it's really about whether Pablo Rodriguez will stay as leader, and if he does, how he can manage this crisis, which is not over yet, obviously.
He says he has no idea about any of this, no involvement, no knowledge. What do you think?
Well, you know, we have to wait until the UPAC, which is the Quebec Anti-Corruption Agency, does its work. The problem is that it might take months and months before we know whether charges will be laid. So for now, there is just a lot of suspicion surrounding Pablo Rodriguez and the Liberal Party of Quebec. A lot of people are asking questions. It's not the first time, of course, that there are allegations of corruption against the Liberal Party of Quebec in recent decades. So opposition parties, the other opposition parties, the PQ and the Québec Solidaire and the CAQ, the government, they are, of course, having a field day over this. And we are, don't forget, less than 10 months before the next provincial election, which is set to occur in early October of 2026. So it's very bad timing for the Liberal Party of Quebec and for Pablo Rodriguez, who's been a leader only since mid-June, and he's already facing a major leadership crisis at this point.
I mean, this is a guy who was a longtime federal politician with the government of Justin Trudeau, as you know. He left federal politics to jump into provincial politics. And I'm just curious, you know, with such a short timeline, you look at the polls, Daniel, I know you look at this closely. I mean, it's not as if the Quebec Liberal Party is doing all that well to begin with. Now this.
That's right. The PQ is way ahead in the polls, and over the last few weeks, they have increased their lead over the Liberals and the CAQ, which is in third place. So, you know, the Liberals were doing relatively well, but until mid-November. But now, yeah, it's very hard to know what will happen next. There are already people, former Liberal MNAs, who are asking Pablo Rodriguez to step down. But these are people who didn't support him during the leadership race. But if and when some people who supported him, major figures within the party who supported him during that leadership race, start to ask him to leave behind closed doors or in public, then that will become very serious. But it's already, I think, a major crisis.
Yeah, the latest Leger poll has the PQ at 39% and the Liberals at 21%. Daniel, it's always good to see you. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Take care.